City today at the historic Sun Bowl as a couple of squads come in trying to finish their season as champions of the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up the regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars, taking on a team from the ACC, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So the Syracuse Orange will go on offense first. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week, because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
Hey, they're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's in his way. He's feasting on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
The Orange with a ton of options available on second and short. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So they'll get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They are on the move down to the 32. They pick up another first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Finds his man. It's hard. And he's brought down after a nice game. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Intercepted in the first drive. He's stopped. Not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
On first down. They'll start this drive going to the air. Balls it in. Let's step back here and chat a little Washington State. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a three-star guy like this can really help them at this level.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you get a couple of dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one piece. Getting this three-star offensive lineman who is very highly recruited, that is a massive win for this head coach.
Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Go to work. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. What you got to do?
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red.
There
pretty big run. They get the first down, and this, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Really confident throw and catch there. And they have a first down. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. Robinson looking to pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide, and I can throw them the football, and they can make a play on the top side.
It's third and goal and third and long. Max looking for the goal line. Catch him up into the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that. Once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Unloads to the right. Right downfield. They finally get to him. A what a play there to pick up the first down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer. They were able to get the sack.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Now facing a third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he dropped it that deep, and it was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Washington State sent down the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Was looking for more running room and found nothing before tacklers. He's down to the 24. Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Throws to the wideout. Picked off and then ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll move the wide receiver. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. Let's see what they've got on second down. Give to the running back. Oh, better look out. Coming out. Finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wazoo. Setting up for the extra point and the top. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not many times that the police run to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
He'll bring it back from inside the spot. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Robinson will throw. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard
defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball.
Sends it downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out to the 40. Syracuse right back at it.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you, running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. It's complete. Got it and out of bounds at the 22. Good play for his offense as they are breaking the score.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal. Snapped it in the shotgun. That's got it. He strides his way over the end zone. Touchdown, Kips.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. I'll tell you what, there's the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game. He can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a drive there of 82 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Lewis. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Going right to work up top. Got it in the middle. It's John. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter end. Guys, we're at the end of the quarter end. Syracuse has the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And just a short, safe pass play to pick up a few. Behind the chains now on second and long. Off the RPO, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit of time to get to that first down marker. And the Cougars come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. He'll sneak it.
Well, he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There's nowhere to go.
They'll get down and put a stop with this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
It's complete to the right.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. You look like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. Syracuse right back at it.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
It's so nice to see them squeeze that mix. And a lot of times, in great position, you see them make the play, but there's a reason they play defense, not this time. Great job securing the interception.
They'll run it on the middle and fire to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. So now it's second and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll go to the ground. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll give it to him again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Josh. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big foul. That's not going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the mark. Washington State will have to clear it away. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No.
He's got it! And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets to 30-plus. They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, first and 10. They're working that left side. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play, and the passenger has him on the doorstep. Wants to adjust the pattern. A first down run in the red zone. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. They'll immediately call timeout.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
On second and goal, they go right back to it. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. They'll try to slam it in. He did not make it a story wall on third down. So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
Syracuse.
No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1.
Going for it on 4th down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Go up top on 1st down. Finds the tight end. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Rushes on him. Finds a little space. There we go. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Lincoln. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play in a sack.
One thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball down the field. That pocket was breaking down. He was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield.
Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Pretty solid coverage there. They'll stop him at the 26. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got a man. It's Hart. Good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38. Robinson looking to pass. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He makes the catch inside the 25. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, very few venues provide a better stage than Sun Bowl Stadium as we bring you this 1st half update of the Sun Bowl from El Paso. And talk about a 1st half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the 2nd half of the Sun Bowl.
He'll bring it out. It's Lewis. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. And sort of an ugly 1st half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, Dave, there's some shouting going. Maybe to get themselves motivated and ready to go, because they're not out of this game.
Yeah, and when you get that shouting and you get the throwing amongst each other, you get some motivation. You need something good to happen early. This 1st possession, get the football, go make something happen.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
You have to imagine the game plan in the 2nd half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Washington State sends out the punt unit, and these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Makes the catch. Wants to it about. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line. A big red zone opportunity here. Going to swing it on second down. Snap in the middle. It's hurt. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll run it on first and goal. Touchdown, Syracuse! And they add 6 more to the ball with that triple outs. They'll try to add another to their lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I'll tell you what, most of the time we see the players a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. Stopping at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The kick is on its way. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Here comes the heat. Working that left side. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. He got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige.
He's going to fire deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be
Turning it on. And he is marked out of bounds after another big game. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting it.
Not enough space. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave us a little bit of everything on that one. Syracuse right back at it. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Cuse. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. They took it 71 yards down the field and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Nothing wrong with a touchback, and they wish they had one right now.
is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out of their own 37. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping to run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys. That time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
It'll be third and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Slings it downfield. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? Washington State has it all working right now. Quick release by the QB. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've come to the break, and it's Syracuse on top. It hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through three. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So the final period starts with a second down play.
29 Philly. 9 Philly.
Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield.
There's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given him 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And that decision will be questioned for a while. They'll leave it with him. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be second and 3. Syracuse right back at it.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware. You've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Gives it to the back on the draw. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. After the run, now to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hart. They've got it down to the 3-yard line, really drifted down on that throw and catch. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Orange.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in a really good position in this game. The head coach has got to learn what we've seen on both sides of the ball today.
The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it, as you saw it on that side.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Flips it out on the screen. Rimmed out of bounds at the 14-yard line, and that'll give them a bit more room to operate. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Washington State will have to put it away. And the punt team able to sling it to the ground. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving to work.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now in the same place.
Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Wide receiver comes in motion. Robinson looking to pass. Right on the money.
This quarterback right now is improved. He's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
It's complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice game. Syracuse right back at it. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Using the quick game. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Syracuse.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
The Gulf unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. That kind of play will get a drive started or help with field position. They've got it at the 27. Pass completion. Move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run.
Lofts one high and deep. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they want in the first half and started off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Robinson will throw. It's caught. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. Brings it to the open. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Syracuse right back at it. Motion from the wide receiver. He's looking to throw. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Syracuse comes to the line on first and goal.
Down.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Back to pass on second down. Finds his big tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. It's third and goal, and a long way from the end zone. Motion from the wideout. They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. Trying to find the end zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense obviously just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants a big play here late. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Washington State sends out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory. Instead, he'll make the fair catch. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throwing right. Final shot falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. You're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these two teams. Another bowl game is all wrapped up, and we are finished as well. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, thanking our entire crew and thanking you for being with us for another presentation of EA Sports College Football. We'll see you next season.